Now, you see us. Soon, you won't. The emus across the Clarence Valley and Bunga areas are the very last of a species that once roamed across much of the east coast of Australia. Once common, over 200 years the number of emus on the coast has dwindled, and they are now rare and endangered, with only a small population left on the north coast. The coastal zone of the Lower Clarence comprises a large, connected, diverse and largely undeveloped corridor that provides the habitat to support the last of the coastal emus. Being highly mobile and ranging over a wide area, any barriers restricting their movement can have a major impact by reducing access to natural food resources, isolating and preventing breeding and nesting, and blocking escape from predators or bushfires. Busy roads, thick vegetation such as dense weeds, new residential areas, overgrown tracks and fences are the typical barriers impacting on our emus. Fences in particular prove to be a significant barrier for emus. Individuals and family groups have often been seen walking up and down fence lines for hours looking for a way through. In some cases they can get trapped on road verges, creating a dangerous and deadly situation. The solution isn't as easy as removing all fences and barriers. Fences are used for a reason on farms and rural properties: to define boundaries, exclude pests such as pigs, control unwanted human access, and manage stock. Recent trials have been looking into how fences can be removed or modified to provide greater movement for emus, while still achieving the intended purpose of the fence. Many old derelict fence lines could simply be removed, especially in areas where evidence of emus such as tracks and feathers on barbed wire is found. Many rural fences can have plain strands of wire incorporated to allow emus and other wildlife to slip under without being tangled or injured. Several new emu gateway designs are attempting to provide emus with a suitable gap to fit through while maintaining the purpose of the fence. In this instance, a simple design has been constructed with two boards across a gap. This allows emus to step through and duck under, while restricting unwanted access by humans, trail bikes, horses and other vehicles. This is a low-cost option that can be retrofitted to existing fences.
Okay, so one of our problems was the emu comes along the fence and it can't get through the fence, which interrupts its migratory pathway. So our concern was to try and create some openings within the fence which are cheap, which are easy to produce, and will allow the emu to come and go, but maybe stop other things from coming and going. So depending on what you've got on your property would regulate how you do it. Our main concern was to stop motorcyclists coming through whenever they felt like it. But merely by having this gate, one extra post put in and a couple of rails, an emu can get through this section, a motorbike can't, and hopefully a cow can't get through that. So if you've got cattle, you'd obviously modify the size of it. But this took us all of half an hour to build and one extra post in reality. So it was quick and it was easy. So an emu walking along the fence will come to this and can actually get through and continue on its pathways. Okay, another quicker, easier, cheaper version was just really keep the top run of wire going to your posts and your bottom run of wire, and just put a star picket in, seal off your other couple of strands of wire, and we just put a couple of guide posts in there. This took all of 10 minutes and cost one star picket to do. So it's a quick, easy, cheap option. The emus would come down the track along the fence, come to the gate, can't go anywhere, opening here for them to come through. Again, it should stop most of the other animals coming through, unless you've got a small animal.
Other designs are seeking to contain cattle while permitting emus to either squeeze through, squeeze between or step through. Locating these modified gateways in areas where there's the greatest chance of emus finding and using them is critical. They are likely to use tracks and walk along fence lines. So fence corners and fences at track intersections are possible locations to investigate. Often emus leave feathers on barbed wire fences when they push through, and this may assist in targeting installation. For more information, visit the Coastal Emu Alliance on the web. We can all contribute to protecting the last of the coastal emus. By taking simple action like modifying fences to remove barriers, everyone can be part of the solution.